Hello everybody, I am Under a Tree and I'm going to bring you brief Hello everybody, I'm Under a Tree and I'm going to be bringing you a 1 versus 1 between DarkForce and Grubby. This is a best of 7, I believe, based on the number of games played. DarkForce will be spawning at the 6 o'clock position as the purple. That is purple, right? Purple Zerg, and Grubby at the 12 o'clock position as the green Protoss. I've seen a lot of DarkForce's games casted by AC and Husky, and he's a very good player. I checked out the ranks earlier, and Grubby is ranked 14th on the European server, and DarkForce at 19th, and this is Grandmaster, so it's the best that you can be over there. As far as difficulty goes, most people agree that Korean is the hardest, European next, North American third, and then the rest, which I don't know, below that. So yes, I've been trying to cast all day. I'm a novice caster. This is my first game I will be uploading to YouTube. I don't care how it comes out. If you actually sit through the whole thing, which I hope you do, because it's good enough, then yes, this is my first ever uploaded cast. I am new, please don't hate. So, okay, that is a fall unit. I figured it out. Okay, so this scouting probe, he's gonna garner that DarkForce is going for a extractor first, whereas Grubby is going gateway first, extractor second. Going to throw down the cybernetics core, probably go for some stalker play as Grubby favors. And Grubby I've seen play as well. He is very good, very highly ranked. He's competed in many a tournament. I think this is the Daily Motion Cup. That is like a YouTube clone almost. DarkForce is he's going pool first, so his hatch, he is saving up for his hatch, I believe. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. We got Zergling speed and a couple of Zerglings, so he'll be going for the hatch in a second. Cybernetics core down for Grubby. And metabolic boost for the Zerg player, and this is something that DarkForce favors. He goes 4 Zerglings unless one dies. 4 Zerglings with metabolic boost to gain a lot of scouting information. And you can see him with his drone in his base, and DarkForce moving across the map, chasing after this probe, grabbing his own Lago watchtowers, standard stuff. I like this from Grubby, putting the second pylon here, because it's oftentimes that a Zerg player will come in with roaches and he'll attack the front, and if you have your pylon here, you lose power to all your buildings, which is bad, very, very bad. Oh, I missed that, but he did chrono boost at Warp Gate. Sometimes they don't chrono boost, they just go for that was a nice pro snipe, or turn snipe. They just let it finish, because in the early game you don't really need Warp Gates, but he did chrono boost it out. He is getting he's researching it as we speak. I thought he already had it, and I thought he was working this to Warp Gate. My bad. He does favor Sentry play, I have noticed. And Sentry is extremely good. For low level play, I myself am gold player, so I don't see Sentry so often, but for for higher level play, especially people experienced with force fields, they are a force to be reckoned with. You can block a lot of attacks with them. You can pin down units that you want to kill. They're really, really, really good. Like, they're good. They're so useful, especially when they have a much larger army than you and you need to take it a piece at a time. So you take off small chunks of that army so you can manage each one. DarkForce does have his hatch down. He is trying to get in with that Zergling. This is nice. He is checking all the other expansions to make sure that Grubby did not try and ninja an expansion anywhere. I have noticed that, here's Orpheus in the back here. So he's going 3-gate into Expo, which is a standard Protoss build. With his 2 extractors, he has The support's coming down too, probably wants some static defense and some upgrades. This Zergling is a baller Zergling. He is checking around for any proxy buildings in here, as well as any shenanigans that the Protoss might have going. He is primarily producing drones and a couple Zerglings. If you look at the unit counting station, he is 6 drones ahead of his opponent, which is a good lead. It's a decent lead. The Zerg player is usually drones ahead, and that's for good reason that I explained in an earlier attempt of a different video of this Grubby series. I originally casted it in the wrong order because I'm a noob, and then I realized, hey, you know, this is actually a series, and then my converter was all messed up, so I've spent the last like 4 or 5 hours trying to get everything together. You know, I'm going into IT. I should be good at this crap, but it turns out that, you know, IT and computers, it's always tough to assemble like codecs. If anybody actually watches this and you want to start yourself, drop me a message and I'll tell you what I'm using and the stuff that where I found my stuff, because I don't want anyone to go through the pain and go through. Anyway, DarkForce grabbing his 3rd Expo, and this is when the Zerg player becomes dangerous, when you leave them unchecked. Like, here, DarkForce has done no harass, or Grubby has done no harass. He's just been playing defensively, trying to macro up himself. And the real problem with this, and I don't like to criticize pros because they are pros and I'm just a gold. But this is one thing that I do, and I do often. And whenever I play Zerg, it always works, and they always get really mad and rage quit. You have to harass. You cannot leave them do this. Every caster, every player will tell you this. I don't know why Grubby is sitting in his base. It doesn't make any sense. He's just building a large Sentry and Zealot army currently. He's producing, he's making a robotics now. He's going to scout, but you should see, like, the number of drones heavily favors the Zerg player. And those are all drones that he has so he can use the larva for other things. See, look, he's droning up like crazy. He's creating 9 more drones, and all those drones are going to go unchecked. And then, once those drones are all there, even if he harasses, even if he kills 9 drones, his opponent will still be so far ahead in the unit counting station for drones anyway. He's not going to be able to catch up. And, yeah, I like this. DarkForce has his buried Zergling, so Grubby will not be able to expand until he gets rid of that. And his Robo just on the way with an observer. And this is good from him, sending in constant scouts. But I don't know if DarkForce knows. Does DarkForce know? DarkForce sees this. DarkForce knows. He is a wise DarkForce. He has his roaches, and he has enough roaches to deal with this, I'm pretty sure. He is building a ton of Hydras. He's going to try and take this. He can do it for sure, because this scouting allows him to know when Grubby is going to move out, and because he has so many drones, he can easily just stop production of drones and move into production of units, which is really bad for Grubby, because until Grubby has that maxed out 200 toss death ball, he is going to be at a disadvantage no matter what, because DarkForce can easily just recreate his army in 5 seconds flat. He's already started to build a decent force of Roach Hydra, and Roaches, they're pretty good against Stalkers. They're about even. Just like, well, the Marauder trumps, but they all do pretty similar damage to each other, and they're good against Stalkers. Hydras are amazing against gateway units. Hydras die very easily from Colossus, but they are super good against gateway units. And you see that Grubby is researching Blink, which is a necessary thing to have if you're going for a lot of Stalkers. And how many Hydras does he have? 19 Hydras, 15 Roaches, and 5 Zerglings. So Zerglings are just for scouting purposes. He wants a Roach Hydra for war, for battle. Picking up this proxy pylon, good plan. He has a burrowed Zergling there too. That's not something you see every day. Oh, here we go. There's a bunch of chatter about lag and such. These forces you'll see perfect for holding things off, but once the sentries run out of energy, these Roach Hydras are just going to walk in and do so much damage. Lots and lots of damage everywhere. I don't know how many gates he has. He's got to be at like 7 gates, and these aren't even warp gates yet. And see the income tab. Zerg player just trashing the Protoss player in income. Just all over his face. All over his face in income. And now we see that... Oh, I'm following these guys around. He's going to try and move in, and we have force fields being laid down again, and Soccer's doing what they can. Is he going to warp in any units? Like, why is he not warping in units? I don't understand why does he not have enough money? Is he losing his game sense? Because DarkForce is massive, a giant army, and here we have two Evo chambers, and those upgrades make these units extremely powerful. I don't know. I don't think Grubby did too well this series. He just sits back, and of all the things I took from watching cast after cast after cast of Starcraft videos and playing so much lately. I mean, I've been trying. My goal is to get into Diamond. Like, that is my goal. I'm first in Gold. I play low-level Diamond and Platinum players and win. I'm actually not that shabby. My game sense is getting better. I mean, I just got out of being crappy, so excuse me for being not that great. I'm working really hard. I'm going to be casting my own games and uploading them. I'm going to be doing a lot of Starcraft work. Hopefully it pays off. If I get subscribers and people will help me out in getting to my Diamond level by giving me advice, I would take that in an instant. And as you can see, these force fields, they are perfectly cutting off the reinforcing units. So I just can't get in there, and this Immortal is worthless against Hydras. Like, worthless because of the DPS. And 17 roaches. See what I mean? And to the 6 stalker input. Like, it's so negligible in comparison to the amount that the Zerg player can turn out at once. So many units. I mean, if we look in the 4th and 5th bases going up, and he has all the drones necessary to continue that. Greater Spire as well. We're probably going to see some Broodlord play. DarkForce with the Corruptors already. And there's the Colossus. There's the Colossus. If anything is going to save Grubby in this match, Colossus will, but he does have the Corruptors. 2 Queens over here, probably going to lay Creep and Vomit on that hatchery. These 2 Stalkers and 2 Stalkers are doing some damage over here. And you know what? That's a good plan by Grubby, because DarkForce can't sacrifice many units. If he brings them over there, then these Stalkers and Colossus are going to move in and try and take out this hatchery, which is not what DarkForce wants, and it is exactly what Grubby is attempting to do here. And DarkForce really needs to be careful. If he gets this Corruptors in there before it's time, then those Stalkers are going to have a heyday killing them all. And if we look at the unit counting station, you know, it heavily favors the Zerg player. I mean, the Zerg player is up to 5 bases. Even though he lost the gold, he's going to get it back. That's just a given. He is not even mined out in the main, whereas Grubby is almost done here, and he hasn't gone anywhere yet, which is surprising to me. I mean, normally at the 18-minute mark, you want to be grabbing a 4th, maybe a 5th. You want to be turning out more units. You want to be amassing your 200 army, and he's at 150. The Zerg player is maxed out, and I think a lot of that is drones, though. There are more probes for Grubby. I have no clue why he's sitting on 4 bases. It's not even like the Zerg player is putting on pressure here. And here we go, moving in. I don't know if this is wise with a few Colossus. Grubby may be able to take this. He seems to be winning. He's coming out on top. But Broodlord's on the way for DarkForce. I don't know where they are. I'm too riveted to go check. Alright, go check. Let's see. Let's find our Broodlords. Where are they? They're warping in somewhere. There they are. Hello, Broodlords. Corruptors, Stalkers. Broodlord's got to grab the high ground. These Overlords need to get out of there. It's going to be an Overlord field day. And how many do snipe? I don't even know how many. These Stalkers have so many kills. 2 kills, 3 kills. I think it's almost 5 kills, 4 kills. And these Broodlords, though, are going to start seriously cleaning house. And, yeah, see, look at that. Zerg player easily just creates 8 Overlords. No problem, no big. Just 8 Overlords. And, these roaches need to back the hell up, because they're going to die if they go where they think they're going. And Grubby is creating more Stalkers, which is always good, because they're considered a counter to Broodlords. With Blink especially.